leave, but let me just check out your selection since you have such a, and he has one of those private rooms. You go,
oh, yeah.
Check that out for a bit, whatever. Come back out, and I'm just kind of like, man, maybe I'll just get like a pack of just zigzags because I was like, whatever, I need something tonight. And he's alright, cool, whatever. And we talk about something else, do the whole purchase. As I'm like leaving, he's like, oh, by the way, like come in any other day. I have all the things that you asked for. Usually, this is just like we're sold out now. My shipment's coming in soon. And I was like, why didn't you? You're a terrible businessman. Mention that shit like right when I asked. Like,
no, you still wanted to make the sale. Dude. You still wanted to make the sale.
I mean, sure, and just be like, all right, I have this for now. Yeah, sorry, but like come in later.
Yeah,
and I was just like, all right,
actually,
bro.
3 hours from now, you're in the neighborhood.
Terrible.
Ridiculous.
Welcome back to the Parking Lot Podcast. Woo! Greg's back from Vegas. Woo! How was that shit?
Dude, Vegas is bananas. It was like...
B-A-N-A-S.
Yeah, literally. I mean, Carly and I aren't crazy partiers, really.
Uh-huh.
We're not crazy, like, gamblers or anything like that.
Right.
But it was fun. It was definitely a lot of fun. It was interesting. It was like right when I got there, it was kind of funny. It was like right when I got there, we're like walking around and I was like, oh, I could like I understand like what it's like to like be here. Like I get why people like it so much. And
just
it's like,
the energy.
Yeah.
Just like
everyone's just like
partying.
walking and looking around, like looking at people having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, it's pretty cool. And then it's like also kind of shitty, because it's like, wow, there's so many people here and we're in a desert.
Yeah.
And there's just people just drinking, eating. Yeah. Everywhere has a buffet. Yeah. Everywhere has like, it's not open bar, but it's like if you're gambling, they just like comp your drinks.
Yeah,
tip them $1.
Yeah.
Everywhere has that. You can get, it's actually kind of gross. They have it in different size ounces. Slurpees, basically.
Yeah.
Alcoholic Slurpees. You can get the like $10 one.
Yeah.
You can get, it's like, 15.
Okay.
You can get the one that we got that was like 20.
$5.
It was 18, the one that we got.
Okay, yeah.
But we got an extra shot in it the first time. So it was an even 20.
Sure.
And that one was 36 ounces. You could get the 45 ounce one. Or you could get the 100 ounce that is about 3 feet tall, comes with a strap to put around your body and a flexible straw. But you could just like... Didn't see anybody walking around with that.
I think everybody. See anyone?
No, I didn't see anybody with that one. But I mean, you see people all over the place.
I'm sure.
I'm sure. But you see people all over the place with the like medium-sized ones.
They're like the elevator cup, right?
Yeah, essentially, it's like the elevator cup. Yeah, and you go take them into any casino. Not even any casino. They have them any casino,
so crazy.
Or most casinos.
Yeah.
On the strip.
Yeah.
In the like malls.
Yeah.
Everywhere. It's just daiquiri bars. You get it filled. It's cheaper, obviously, to get it. It was like $11 to get it filled up, or $13 to get it filled up.
Sure. How many times did you get it filled up?
Just did it the one night. Bought it the second night.
Yeah.
And
I'm
then
guessing you shared.
We shared it. Yeah. The first time that we had it. First time we had it though, Carly just like had most of it.
Yeah.
Just, like,
99.
It was like 10:30 or whatever. We're like in the room and she's like passed out, fall asleep. I was like, well, I'm just gonna go back downstairs and gamble for a while.
Okay, yeah.
So I went downstairs.
Did something. Because there's no time change, right? We watched the fights in Vegas same time.
Same time. I was like, fuck it, I'll just like stay up a little bit.
Yeah,
and then she texted me, she's like, where are you? I was like, I'm in the casino.
Yeah.
Why did you leave me? I was like,
You fell asleep at 8 a.m.
You fell asleep. And she's like, oh, I didn't know where you were.
Did she come out and find you?
No, I just went back up and
Oh, yeah.
talked about it. She's like, next time just text me or something, leave me a note. Because we had talked about going down to downtown.
Yeah, yeah.
And she's like, did you go downtown without me? I was like, no. I'm just sitting downstairs because I'm 5 floors below you.
All right, fair.
What else is there? We went to Tournament of Kings, which is basically...
So it was not medieval times.
It wasn't medieval times. The same thing, though.
But totally the same thing.
Totally
you
the
get
same
the
thing.
dinner
Except
and everything.
the only difference really was that instead of like just getting a color, we were France.
I was
like
wondering
Ireland,
why. Yeah.
And yeah.
You were just given that?
You're just given it. Well, I mean, yeah, basically. It's like each section. And I think that we picked where we were in the front row, too, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, I saw that.
We're in the front row,
I thought
and our
maybe
section
you
was
were
kind of
balling
empty.
out, or they just
I
put
think
you
they're all
there.
the same price.
Oh, wow.
Like you just pick.
They just...
Yeah.
Dope.
And that was just where it was available, so we picked
That's
those
definitely
ones.
cool. You got good shots of those, like the jousting and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it was cool. I kept the first... Because they do, like... It's a competition, obviously, right? And it's like if you cheer the loudest for your guy wins. Is how it's supposed to work. And then... But they're doing head-to-head competitions to kind of see who advances through the tournament or whatever.
Sure.
And our guy was against Ireland the first time.
Yeah.
And we lost.
Yeah.
Because their section was full, basically, to capacity. And we were like... It was like us in the front row. And then like... a family of 4, and then like people sporadically behind us.
Okay.
But like looking directly across from us, it was like their section was like full. So
Shit,
like they were going, so they won the first one.
Hard, yeah.
So I was like, I said to Carly like right away, I was like, I'm anti-Ireland. anytime that guy's riding by me on the stairs, I'm gonna shout shit out. Boo! I kept calling him Potato King. Like boo, Potato King, garbage, you're terrible. All this stuff. Yeah, it's just a lot of fun. We went on the roller coaster at the New York.
Is that the one on top of the building?
Which is cool. No.
Oh, that was like the
It's like a roller coaster.
You didn't do that.
It is technically on top of most of the New York, but it's lower.
Gotcha.
The one you're talking about that was on top of our hotel.
Yeah.
They have the elevator thing, which is cool. They also have it's like a rappelling thing, I guess. Basically, you're on like a brake and you just like jump off, and it just slowly wheels you to the ground from like 50 stories up. Okay. You just like go. You're like you're in a harness probably. No, you're in like a body harness, like you're rock climbing.
Okay.
And you're clipped in, and then you're clipped in a couple other times.
Okay.
You just kind of like woo, and you just fall
flying
down.
Squirrel down.
But it's just straight down. You're not like going out. And then they had another one, which was honestly this is the only one that I would do, but I don't know. It was like $125 to do one of them. Yeah.
Also, like drinking all day and then like playing with gravity is not like.
But the other one was like you're in the car and it just hangs over the building on like a big arm. Oh. And you just like it just picks up speed as you go towards the end, and then just like hits you at a stop, and then you're like over the building, and then it pulls you back a little bit.
That's
and then
the one you would do.
Puts you out there, and then it like tips you forward a little bit. Well, that would at least
a little too real to me.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never been a big fan of the like elevator drop type rides though. Okay. And then just jumping off the building is like
yeah.
So maybe not that one either. But it was like you could do one of them for like 125, or I think you could do all 3 for 150.
That's a lot. Oh, what? Some people are doing all 3.
You're already up
if
there.
you're gonna do it, do it. Yeah. That's a lot of money though. That's like more than a day at Playland.
For sure.
Right? Yeah.
For sure. Well, even we went on the roller coaster, and it normally is $19 just for you to ride it once.
Okay.
But we had a buy one get one free.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, that seems like reasonable. That's like, I'll spend that money right now kind of money.
Yeah.
But $125 for like 2 minutes on a ride is like, wow.
That might have just and that one might have been just like the drop one.
Yeah.
That was like the jump, and then the other ones were like if you want to do those ones as well, they'll make it 150 for you.
That's like
still a lot of fucking
in the
money
beginning of the day kind of thing, though. I would say.
Yeah.
Not after a whole day in Vegas.
Yeah.
Jesus.
The first night that we were there, we went to Fremont Street, which is like downtown.
Oh yeah. So how was that?
It's cool.
That was like a big goal of the whole trip.
Yeah.
Check out the
because we were like right in the middle.
Yeah.
Our hotel was like right in the middle, kind of at the end of the strip, and then like the opposite way, same distance is downtown.
Yeah.
So we were walking around. It's cool. It's like downtown is the place. I don't know if you've seen it. It has the like you're outside but you're inside.
Okay.
So there's like a big roof that's like all screen. That's like 3 blocks because the casinos are huge.
Okay.
So it's like there's like Fremont and I don't remember the other street, whatever the cross street is.
Sure.
It could be Las Vegas Boulevard, but whatever the cross street is, there's like 4 casinos right on that corner.
Yeah.
And all of them are like a block and a half in either direction.
Okay.
So that whole strip is basically just like, I don't know, Granville Street essentially when they shut everything down and you can't drive on it anymore. Yeah. People are just like walking around. There's like street performers all over the place.
Okay.
Actually, street performers are fucking good.
Good.
Those people know. There's some people who are just like, I don't know honestly, I don't know what they're doing, but there's a bunch of guys dressed up like Kiss, but they just had on platform shoes, face paint, jockstrap. I don't know what they were doing, and they're kind of like there's little spray painted circles.
No guitar, nothing.
Didn't look like it. They're just kind of spray painted circles, like a couple feet across. It's like this is the like performer area. Like if performers there, you're not there. I think is kind of the gist of it. And he's just like standing there, like kind of like waving at people, trying to like get someone to like make eye contact with him. It's like you kind of look over at a
he's not doing the
huge dude, just like trying to like get you to look, and I don't know what he's gonna do, so I don't really want to find out. It's like that kind of situation. So I don't know how much of the money those guys made, but we were there, and there's just a dude just fucking freestyling, freestyling like about people in the crowd, and just like. Yeah, it was good. Those guys were good. The people who were dancing, the people who were dancing were good. But I don't know what those Kiss dudes are doing.
Hilarious.
There was one casino on Fremont.
Yeah.
And they have all the dealers were all women.
Okay.
And they all had like, they're all wearing like black shorts and like basically like a bralette with some like tassels on it, you know. And not only did they deal, obviously, I don't know, you haven't been to a lot of casinos, but generally the way it's set up is that there'll be like 4, 5, 6 games all kind of back to back, like in a row in a circle.
Yeah.
And then on the inside, obviously staff only.
Yeah.
And these usually like the managers are walking around checking on all the games and stuff. But in this casino, there was just like basically the size of this table here that you have.
Yeah.
But it's a square.
Sure.
They have like 3 of those in the behind, and there's just the dealers. They just get up on there and just like, this is, you can call it dancing if you want, but it's basically they were just doing this. And just kind of like, just like doing that, like wiggling their hips. You're like, it's 1 a.m. at the club, you're tired, you're like, I just want to go home. And it's funny because we both Carl and I walked in there and we were like, wow, this is kind of weird. And as we're looking around, we see a girl check her watch.
Yeah.
It's like, this just seems terrible. Yeah, we didn't say in that casino. Yeah, that was weird.
That's I was almost gonna ask you, but like, did you see the sad side of Vegas after 3 days?
3 days.
After that, do you get that kind of meta thing where you're like, I've been drunk for a while and like, what am I really doing?
There was a lot of that. Here? I felt kind of sick like the whole time.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what it was. I just like basically didn't eat for 3 days.
That's what I hear all the time too.
Just drinking and fucking smoking cigarettes, dude.
Yeah. That was why the pack a cigarette? Like you go, I like how you bought that like right away.
I did.
That wasn't like a 4 a.m. purchase.
No.
You were like, let's be prepared.
It was late for sure.
Yeah.
It was late. It was late the first night.
Okay.
But you could just smoke inside, everywhere.
That's weird.
Every single place that you go to, you smoke inside.
But you can't smoke weed inside.
Can't smoke weed inside.
Hilarious.
Can't smoke weed inside. But yeah, so it's like, after sitting next to this dude while we were playing video poker for 3 hours, and I'm drinking the whole time, and he's smoking cigarettes the whole time, I was like, fuck it.
Fair enough, man.
If I'm going to be sat next to this dude. We had like half of it, and then I just like,
that's so
the night before we left, I was just like walking down the street, there's a bunch of like homeless dudes, and I was just like made eye contact with the guy. I was like, do you smoke? He's like, yeah. I was like, here you go.
There you
Take
go.
all these.
Out of way.
Take all these from me.
Wow. Is that the only place in like Nevada, or is all of Nevada like that?
I think it's just Vegas.
Just that. Okay.
It's got to be just Vegas.
Strange.
Yeah, I'm sure once you even,
So
I think it's like
see any
Clark
kids,
County.
huh?
So many kids, dude.
So many kids.
So many kids. Actually, one of the first things I said to my parents when I came back was like, "Thanks for not fucking bringing me." Like, wow.
Really?
So many kids. I think. Well, there was.
What is there for the kids to do if the parents are getting drunk and gambling?
There was a couple. You'd have to go to the right casino.
Okay.
But there's a couple. Like we went to the Tournament of Kings thing at the Excalibur, and it's not like child themed for
Yeah,
sure, but it's
sure.
like a castle and it's like fantasy, and they have an arcade downstairs. We played in the arcade for a little while.
Okay.
But I mean, it's like it's like
So the
any
parents
arcade.
only gamble when the kids are asleep, you think? Or the kids are there while they're gambling?
I think a lot of the times you just tell your kids to fuck off.
Just like go.
We would just see
Kids running around?
walking around.
That seems so strange.
Because you don't have to be 21 to be in the casino.
Yeah.
You can walk around.
Yeah, but to play.
But to play and to be
gamble
like
is-
unsupervised, you have to,
Gotcha.
And it was, we got ID'd every single place that we went to, which was like kind of annoying. After like the fourth time getting ID'd in the same casino, it was like, can I get a wristband or something? Like, is there anything that I can just fucking have on me that you guys recognize? But it's easier to just keep your wallet handy. I guess.
Yeah. I was just walking with this kid, and he has to he put his wallet in like the bottom of his backpack. We're trying to get on the train. It took like 3 minutes for him to I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, we're at school. You're gonna use this 4 times today.
Yeah, no kidding. That's like, I understand it.
Yeah.
I guess because they have the wristband,
The bracelet.
the bracelet, the compass bracelet. It's too much, so much too much. But that little one, the little key tag one, I like that.
That's fine.
I like that. But yeah, the wristband.
The wristband's too much.
How often? 4 times at the most.
Like,
But you gotta have the wristband on all day, or what's the point of having it on?
Yeah. This is how I'll say this. You know the people who have like the card on lanyard, but they wear it around their neck all the time, or like they have their phone and like that clear protector case on their lanyard all the time. Those are the people who would wear that
wristband. Yeah,
that's my nice way of saying that.
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So how are the buffets? First of all,
We didn't go to the buffet.
Didn't go to. Wow, I have a hard time believing Carly didn't want to hit up one buffet.
Didn't go to a buffet.
Okay, all right, interesting.
Didn't go to a buffet. It just didn't. I don't know.
So how are the shows then? Oh wait, it just didn't. What, gross? Were you worried about the coronavirus at all over there? This just popped into my head because everyone's all worried about that.
Wasn't, no.
Was there?
I'm not worried about it here either, though. And
Was there over there where they're like wash your hands extra or something like that? No.
No, it didn't really seem like it. I mean, I'm sure that there were like signs,
Yeah.
but like little paper signs. I'm
Sure.
not
Yeah.
going around reading those too much.
Not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I mean, there was no. If you don't know about it now, are you gonna know about it in Vegas? Like if you exist in the world right now and you're not aware of the coronavirus, like.
Oh yeah.
I
No,
feel like
but
they were
I'm
just
wondering
like,
because
fuck
since it's a place that constantly gets so many visitors and tourists and shit. It's
No, I didn't see anything extra or anything that was really indicative of that. Especially because, like, here, they've stopped using reusable cups at Starbucks and Tim Hortons and stuff. They're not, like, accepting the reusable cup thing.
Yeah.
Going around, I mean, those daiquiri Bellini things, fucking every single place is,
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I just saw that the Golden State Warriors are not going to have any fans in their arenas anymore for the games for a while.
Okay,
because they've been doing.
that's a good way to make money.
They've been doing. Yeah, well,
that's a good way to.
They've been doing it in Europe, and now they're starting to do it over here.
Yeah, I heard they did it in Italy. Yeah.
Yeah, and they asked LeBron, like, yo, would you still play? And he was like, hell no. Like, what the fuck? What's the point, right?
Yeah.
And then it was so funny because like a few days later, I just saw like the headline like, oh, LeBron takes a couple steps back on what he said because I'm sure he got talked to and been like, yo, if we're gonna have a game, like you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Didn't read that article though, but yeah.
Wow.
But it just happened now, like the Warriors I saw before you came here.
That's hilarious.
I wonder if they're gonna do that or not. Yeah, I don't know.
Funny.
Even like at my job, people are like not canceling or not canceling, but putting their memberships on hold or canceling their like spring break camps for their kids because they want to be around lots of people.
Yeah, sure.
It's interesting. Okay, but how are the shows though? You guys went to shows, right?
We went to that Tournament of Kings thing.
Did you sign up for some like concert?
That was
music thing.
pretty much it.
That was it.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that was really the only show. Like, we looked at a couple.
Yeah.
There was nobody there that was really like, oh my god, I totally have to see it.
Yeah.
Could have gone to like some Cirque du Soleil thing, but.
Have you ever been to Cirque du Soleil?
Yeah, I've been a few times.
Oh, a few times.
Yeah,
Oh,
I've been
okay.
like probably 3 or 4 times.
Okay.
I think I went to the same one by accident though, but like 4 years apart. I think I went to Kuzo twice.
Okay.
Yeah, which is just like weird because it was like I think I've seen all this before.
Did your parents not? Who did you go with?
The second time I would have gone with Natasha, but the first time I think I went with like my neighbors. We all went.
Okay.
There's like
and
a
like
group
your
of us.
family?
I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't really remember, but I just like you know how like they're obviously all the characters are very unique looking.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
It's like
yeah,
I think I remember this
Remember
like
seeing that?
this
That's
because it's like a dude and he's like in a suit, like a pinstripe suit, and he's got this like kind of angular face, and he's like the guy running the show, sort of. I don't know.
Do
I
it
just like
40 years apart. I thought it was just like a new show every year.
I don't know. Well, they do O in Vegas all year.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Yeah. That one, it would have been cool to see that one because it's like water themed.
Yeah.
And then they had another one that was like 18 plus. Ooh. Sexual.
Oh, is
yeah,
it
was
really
supposed to be like sexy.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, someone's tits come out? Like,
yeah, I think
what
it's
else
like
happens?
super sexy. Yeah.
Okay.
They're very suggestively like
ooh,
rubbing up on each other. I don't know.
That would just be awkward. I feel like that would just be kind of weird.
But yeah, it was cool. Everything's kind of themed.
Yeah.
In like the casinos and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the Excalibur is medieval themed. New York is actually pretty nice. It's like the towers, like the hotel part of it looks like 5 buildings that are all very close together. Mm-hmm. Like New York themed, and then inside the cafe area, or not cafe I guess, but the area where all the restaurants are, whatever you want to call it. It's supposed to look like one of those little villages in New York where it's like cobblestone streets and like the little 3-story houses and everybody's outside on like picnic tables and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or cafe tables. Walk through the MGM Grand. They have Topgolf there.
Oh, did you do it?
No, we didn't do it.
Oh.
I talked to Carly. Like, I was
that's
like,
kind of like.
I was like, we could go look.
Yeah.
Because like I just wanted to like check it out. Because they were like, ooh, Topgolf Lounge.
Yeah.
From the other side, we're like, oh, we'll go look at it.
Yeah.
And then we like walked into it. We're like, oh, it just must be on the other side of these doors. And we like, went outside. And the guy was like, you guys here for Topgolf?
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we're just gonna look or whatever. And he was like, oh, the shuttle just left. It'll be here in about 15 minutes.
Oh.
And we're like, oh yeah, you need like a whole driving range. He's like, yeah, it's just at the back of our property. So if you want to walk, it'd take you about 15 minutes.
Yeah. Or you can wait.
Or you can wait for 15 minutes. We're like, no, we'll just.
That's fine.
I've seen fucking driving range.
Yeah.
So we just like went back inside.
That's cool though. That's like I feel like that's like a 5-person thing. It's like a group thing.
That's even what I said. Carly's like, I'll go with you if you want.
Yeah.
I was like, no, I'd rather just like do it the next time and go with like a group of 5 or 6 of us or whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like.
But I want to try that out. Everyone says it like is fun as fuck.
It was one of those things where it's like we came in through the one end, through the casino end of the MGM Grand.
Sure.
Walked through, was like, oh, here's all the casino stuff. Here's the big lobby. Came out this other side, and we're like looking at it. Went back inside, looked at the prices. It's like $63 an hour or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're like, oh, probably not. Walk back out, and we're like, oh well, the strip is that way, so we'll just like go that way.
Sure.
We'll figure it out. And then we like started walking. And we're like, okay, definitely strip is over here. We're walking in the right direction, but it's like everything is so huge.
Yeah.
And it's like he said the driving range is at the back of the property.
Okay.
So we're walking, and it's like we're here.
Yeah.
The casino is here.
Okay.
There's another huge building on this other side of us.
Yeah.
And then on the opposite side of that building is the Topgolf driving range. So the MGM owns this huge casino.
Yeah.
All the space in between.
Yeah.
And a driving range.
Wow.
And on the other side of the strip, they have the MGM Park, which is a different hotel.
Yeah, man. Wow. Damn.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous.
Some money-making machine.
Fucking ridiculous.
I mean, you gave him your money.
I gave him some money. Yeah, I'm not gonna deny that.
That's so funny. Does it feel, because that's how I feel like I would be going to Vegas, because I'm not a big, like, into the gambling casino life and stuff. I would feel like does it feel like overly produced, or especially with the whole different theme thing. Does it not feel a little like fake?
Oh, for sure it does.
But it doesn't matter.
I think as long as you're aware of that,
and that's fun.
Yeah, I think as long as you're aware of it.
Yeah.
You're not buying into the whole thing. Like you can walk around and get pictures taken with like Disney characters and Marvel characters and stuff. People just dressed up on the street. There's like one weird thing is there's like showgirls, kinda, who you can take a picture with. But like I don't really know. I don't really know if it's like, hey, take a picture with me, and I'll, give you $5 or whatever, and I have a photo of me with some hot girls in Vegas.
Yeah.
Or if it's like you are supposed to like, hey, you want to take a picture, and then like pay them for their time, and then they like hang out with you for the night, and you can like have these chicks with you while you're I don't know what the deal is, but they're just walking around in pairs. Hookers. They're just walking around in pairs all the time.
They walk around in pairs. Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm sure for the right price they'll go home with you, Greg.
Maybe.
But
well,
I wouldn't guess that that's what they're there for. Or are they like, they do like burlesque shows, right? Is that what they do?
Probably.
So they're like, I would imagine that they're just like, it's like an ad for the show. Are they not outside?
No, they're just walking up and down the strip. They're just walking around.
They don't handing out like cards or anything for burlesque shows?
Not that I saw. They're just like, hey, want to take a picture? Hey, you look cute. Want to take a picture with me?
I'm sure some of them have gone home with
probably
guys before.
Yeah, probably. Sure. I'm sure fucking Paulo Costa walked up and was like, yo,
Paulo Costa.
Take some photos.
Was just boxing with Logan Paul. I saw him on the way this morning a few days ago. And his trainer's like, he knows how to fight. He knows. He good boxer. Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure that Logan Paul was really putting Paulo Costa through the work there.
Giving him what for? At this point though, like I really wouldn't be surprised we ever see him in the UFC or like in a Dana White's Contender Series, one of those like
sure,
because he keeps popping up about in the UFC shit, and I'm like, I don't know if that's like just marketing or if he's just, like, it's not at this point. Dana White wouldn't surprise me at all.
No,
let's throw him in there. Let's see what he's got. We're bringing back CM Punk.
He had a couple boxing matches,
Yeah, lost them. He's 0-1 now. Like the one professional.
Oh yeah,
boxing match. They're both the same guy, but
yeah,
professional. The one professional.
0-1.
But anyway, sorry, that's popped in my head.
Yeah,
Paulo Costa. Did you see Paulo Costa that night at the Adesanya fight?
No.
Because he was making a big scene in the crowd and shit, wearing one of his horrific animal print shirts that he always wears. He always wears like 3 different animal prints in one shirt, which is gross.
And they're like green.
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
like
it was bad. It was bad. The buttons down to here, and he's causing this huge commotion. And then by the time like Adesanya like he's talking to Joe, right? And then he's like, all right, let's go talk to Costa. And he's like gone. He's left the arena.
Oh.
And there he's kind of like, oh, okay, all right.
Well, I guess
didn't have that much to say. I
guess not.
Yeah, it was weird. Should be a good fight though.
Yeah. So I was watching. I didn't get to watch either of the fights.
Oh, yeah?
Unfortunately. Because I was like, they'll probably have them on at the casino.
Somewhere?
Well, that night we just stayed at our casino.
Okay.
Because it was like, whatever.
Sure. But they weren't playing it?
They weren't playing it. They played the prelims.
Okay.
We were at the pool.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit. I see the prelims on the TV over there. Mm-hmm. Cool. Mm-hmm. I only really want to watch the last 2 fights anyway. So I won't even worry about it for now. And they were like around the pool for a few hours. As we're leaving, she's like, "Oh, why don't you just ask them if they're like playing them later?" So I walked up to the bar, talked to the bartender. I was like, "Hey, I see you have the fights on here. Are you playing the pay-per-view on after?"
Yeah.
And he goes, "What time is it on?" I was like, 7?
Yeah.
7 to 10? He's like, "Oh, I don't know, man. I don't really know how any of this works." I was like, it's one of those things where it's like, I just said okay, but it's like, how long have you worked here for?
Yeah.
Do you guys show fights here regularly? You're a bartender here. The TVs are on 24 hours a day. So I was like, whatever.
You should know.
I was like, fuck it, whatever. So we went back to the room, went downstairs, drinking and stuff.
Yeah.
I was looking around on the TVs, didn't see it. Was just kind of like refreshing whatever it was, MMA Junkie, whatever I was reading, the live updates. So I got to read through a description, pretty detailed description of the fights.
Yeah.
Which was cool. But then after the women's fight, they showed the walkout on TV.
Yeah.
Because I guess they show the walkout on ESPN.
Oh, but not the fight.
So it was like, it's like
That's weird.
it's like
So
Izzy,
you were
it's
like,
like Izzy
let's
coming
go.
out. It had the little live banner.
Yeah.
I was like, Carly Zessman was like, fuck
yeah.
What's this one?
I think just got it.
And they just turned it off. And I like went back. I was like, all right, fine. Went back to the video poker. Look back up. It's not on anymore. I was like, played a little bit more, walked over there. I was like, hey, I'm sure that it's because it's like a sports book betting area, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm sure that you guys don't have control over the televisions.
Right.
But like, I saw the UFC popped up there for a minute. Or you got like, is it going to come back on? And she was like, it's a pay-per-view. That's what she said to me. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It was the walk-in.
Wasn't it in
nothing was
Vegas?
on. Yeah. It was like nothing was on. It was
Yeah.
a different sport.
Yeah.
And then the walkouts, and then now it's different sports again. So I was wondering, you know, and she's like, oh, maybe
Pay for this.
it was like, maybe they just show the walkouts on ESPN. I was like, oh, maybe. I guess that would make sense, I guess, to be like, oh, if you want to buy it, you still can. I don't know. Whatever the fuck. And then the other guy was like, maybe it was just like a highlight that they were re-showing from before. And I was like, no, but I didn't want to have this conversation with this guy, so I was like,
yeah, that's
also
it,
possible, but
yeah.
it's like, no, that was absolutely Israel Adesanya going through his walkout. But it's like, you don't care, and I don't care to have this conversation with you. The answer is no, so it's fine. We'll just move on. So I just went back to like scrolling through and reading it, and reading it was actually pretty funny. Did you not try to
find like a stream or something on your phone? But you just didn't. Just like whatever. Fair enough. I mean, honestly, not worth it for the Adesanya fight.
Yeah,
not worth it. I was mad because I had a homie at work, and I was like, yo, I'm just not going to take my lunch. I'm going to leave half an hour early. I'm going to go try to catch these fights with my homies. And he was like, sure. So I was like, sweet, thank you. I had just that morning installed this, like, McAfee security thing on my laptop and on my phone. My dad gave me. He was like, this is, like, good for you and whatnot. And as I'm, like, on the phone, trying to watch the girls fight, and it just won't come up. Like, the screen is just blank. And I was like, I'm pretty sure this, like, security thing is, like, blocking the stream from coming on my phone. So I miss the girls' fight, but I'm like, whatever. I'll see Adesanya Romero at fucking Jared's house. I walk in there, they're just like, you just missed the most intense fucking fight. This chick's face is fucked up. I was like, oh, shit. Okay, all right. But, yeah, Adesanya Romero's going to be great. And it was just a snooze fest. It was weird as fuck. Did you even see highlights or anything?
No, I didn't see highlights, but yeah, reading it sounded like it was weird, it was like...
he legit, 2 minutes, just stood there. Didn't move his feet, didn't move his head, just stood there. And then for a lot of the rest of the fight, he did similar shit. And at the end, he was like, you didn't bring the fight. You didn't bring the fight. The people want to see, it's war. It's war. I want to give the fans war. What is this? And we're like, bro, you stood there. Like... it was annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Hilarious. It's always the ones you expect. And you're like, this is going to be... And then it's like, alright, well... Yeah.
So much hype.
Alright, well... Final thoughts on Vegas? You going again anytime soon? Anything you would recommend? No.
I am going to go again. For sure, I'll go again. I want to go with my parents next time.
Oh, yeah? I mean, they know the spots.
Yeah. Definitely, we kind of messed up.
Why?
Drinking too early in the day.
Yeah.
You know? Come out. What we should have done is, like, wake up. We did this the last day.
Okay.
Wake up. Chill at the pool. Get your feet wet. Get in the hot tub a little bit. Have a drink.
Outdoor pool?
Outdoor pool.
Okay.
Rooftop pool.
Ooh. Smoggy?
No. No. And then, like, once it kind of starts to get dark, and be like, okay. Well, maybe not if you're, like, there in August or whatever, and then it gets dark at, like, 10:30, maybe going a little earlier than that. But, like, like 7, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Make your way down, get changed.
Yeah.
Go out.
Yeah.
Start, like, drinking and gambling and stuff. But we just, like, get up, go down to the casino, and then we, like, went to the strip and walked around and went back to the hotel and, like, laid down.
There's not, like, outdoor activities to do in the day.
Definitely should have, like, stayed at the hotel first, then gone out and come back, rather than going out and coming back. And then, like...
And then trying to
maybe go out again or whatever it was.
Right.
So... But, you know, you live and you learn.
For sure.
Yeah. Came back with some money, so that's nice.
That's good. Oh, you didn't fucking blow yourself out.
Yeah.
Did you make any money? Did you win shit? No.
I mean, there were times when I would leave the table with more than I put into the table, but generally, overall, we've definitely, like, lost.
Sure.
But most of it was,
That's a vacation.
Most of it was, like, food or getting those fucking daiquiris filled
alcohol slurpees.
Or stuff like that, so... Yeah. They kept checking us out, which was fucking annoying. Because we got a $15 room credit per day.
Yeah.
And it was like the first day that we were there, we went downtown. We're like, fuck it, we'll just leave. So we didn't worry about it too much. The second day, it was kind of like in the afternoon or in the evening, we were like, hey, just so you know, we got this room credit, so can we charge the drinks to the room? And the guy's like, oh, what room are you in? Blah, blah, blah. Looking through it. Can I see your ID? Give him the ID. He's like, looking through. Like, what room are you in again? 405, room 123. Like, says there's nobody in that room. And we're like, it's kind of concerning, but all right.
All right.
So we, I guess we'll just pay for these ones then with our money.
Uh-huh.
So paid for them, went back to the room. The keys work. So we got in. We're like, that's good, I guess. Go back downstairs. We're like, hey, go to the front desk. Like, hey, tried to do the room service or the room charge thing. Said there's nobody in there. And the guy's like, oh, that's so weird. Opens it up. Does the whole thing. Like, I need your ID, blah, blah, blah. Can I get the cards? And he's like, it does say that you have been checked out. You guys don't want to check out, right? We're like, no, we definitely still need to be here till tomorrow. So we would like
somewhere to sleep, please.
We would like to still be here.
Yeah.
And then they, okay, we'll put you in the system. Gave us some new cards. We leave, go to the fucking strip, come back. The next day, same thing. We go to the restaurant to try and use the credit. Yeah. And the guy's like, says there's nobody in that room. So we went back. And it was just like, yo, this is like made a little bit of a bit more of a stink than it actually was. Because it's one of those things where it's like, it's $30, so it's not the end of the world. But it was like, we've tried to use it 3 times. And every time they've said that nobody is in that room. And every time we come down here, you guys say that you have fixed the problem and that we are now back checked into the room. Yeah. And she's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, there was a note here from before that said that it was an early checkout. And then when you came back, the guy who you talked to didn't take that note off. So the system checked you out again. And we were like, okay, so is it going to check us out this last time? Yeah. And she's like, no, for sure, no, you'll be fine. And I was like, okay, well, it's a $15 per day thing. It's not like we have the stuff from before. So, we weren't able to use it before. So can we, get those for today and use them all today? Yeah. Because we weren't able to when we tried. She's like, oh, let me see what I can do. And then we got the 2 days. Okay. Not the first day, 3 days, but we got the 2 out of the 3 days. Because you can't use it on the day that you check out, which I don't know. It makes sense, I guess, but...
Sure.
Whatever.
I guess that does make sense.
So, yeah, we just fucked off after that. We're like, all right, sweet, $30. Bought a couple beers with it, and yeah. Just chilled.
Not bad. Not bad. Good time overall.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It's like, would you recommend it to somebody? I definitely very much depends on the person, but I probably wouldn't even really recommended it to myself. So.
You wouldn't recommend it to yourself?
Not before I'd gone.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. I see. Because Carly wanted to go really bad. She's like, I just want to go. It'll be so much fun. And it's like, yes, but this isn't really things that we do a lot. Which, I guess if it's we do it there, then that's fine.
It's kind of that's the whole idea.
Yeah. So it was cool to be there, and it was fun, and it was interesting, and I would go back, but I don't think I need to go back for a year or whatever. I don't need to go back.
Not rushing.
My parents do.
Not rushing. I would imagine it would be fun to go with your parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would just say maybe more shows, because that's kind of my thought of it. Is you do the shows during the day kind of a thing. And then maybe go nap. Yeah. And then go out.
Yeah. That would have been the better idea. Mm-hmm. There was also we were conscious of our money, I would say. Not concerned. Right. There was never any oh my god, we're blowing through all this money so much. Yeah. But I didn't want to have to take out more money. I didn't want to be stuck. Yeah. I also didn't want to leave without any money.
Yeah, of course.
So I was like,
that's shitty.
Maybe, we'll come back. The shows will all still be here.
Fuck yeah.
Bunch of different residencies. You just see people all around. Gwen Stefani's there. Kelly Clarkson's there right now. Bruno Mars is there. Mm-hmm. I wanted to go see Chris Angel, but
I actually would have seen Chris Angel.
But we found out about it after the show had already started on Friday, and then there wasn't a show on Saturday, and we had already bought the tickets for the jousting thing on Sunday, so I was like, can't go this time, unfortunately.
Wow, now that I think about it, Chris Angel would be dope, or David Blaine, that would be a dope one too.
Yeah.
But Chris Angel for a different reason. David Copperfield. Yeah. Oh, but he's just a normal musician. I always see David Blaine because he does freaky shit. He'll get into a tank of water and hold his breath for 20 minutes. Or Chris Angel just for like the cringe
Yeah.
and like
Yeah.
and like just
He's
memories
still,
of
he's
like
still in all this leather, but he's 52.
he's 52. Like I watched his show when it was like the early 2000s.
Mm-hmm. And he was 35 when that show started.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's been a hot minute.
Hot minute. That tight leather.
Yeah. It's crazy though, because you see the picture. The picture of him, it's like half the ad.
Yeah.
It's like half. It's his whole face, but it's like half his face is painted with some like makeup, and then the other half is just like so edited. It's like he looks like they tried to make him look 25. There's like no wrinkles, perfect skin.
Yeah.
Like, everything is totally flawless, and it's like you're 50. I just don't believe you. And then there's another weird photo of Carrot Top. That you before I go into that, there's one there's one weird thing that you see. First of all, everything obviously you know this. The rules for marketing and advertising are totally different over there with like billboards and the size of things that you're allowed to do.
Sure.
And I don't know if you're allowed to do this here, but in the States they have, or in Vegas I should say, they have trucks that have screens. Like cube trucks, small cube trucks that have screens along the sides.
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
That are advertisements.
Yeah, yeah.
And then there are other ones where it's like the box of the truck is inset from the like total wheel width, like a couple feet on either side.
Okay.
And then they have like for Cirque du Soleil, it's like a mechanical, moving, physical advertisement. Like you know that wheel thing where there's like the two wheels on either side of the thing, and the guys are like running around on the outside. They have a small version of those that are just like moving around, and it's like, hey, come see Cirque du Soleil.
Whoa, that's cool.
Just driving around.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
That's
scary. But there was one for Carrot Top, and it's like, it was super weird. It was like, just in case you didn't know that his hair was orange, they like did that weird thing where he looks kind of grayish blue, but they like upped the contrast on his hair. Yeah. So he looks really ill. And he looks sick. And he's like doing this weird like pose, and it's like, it didn't work for me. It looked creepy as fuck. I didn't like that one at all. Yeah. But yeah, just screens everywhere. Billboards everywhere.
Yeah, those screens, yeah.
Yeah, it's insane.
It, like, affected you. Like, there's, like, the studies on, like, how much that many screens and shit and billboards and lights and all that affects people.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, it definitely is designed to keep you awake.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, well, bachelor party ideas now.
That was another thing, is seeing people roll around in, like, birthday squad
t-shirts.
Like, people in sashes with, like, a crown.
Dude,
I saw one chick.
Totally gonna do that.
I saw one chick with a cup. She had a wine glass that said
cup.
"birthday girl."
Oh yeah.
And she was having a conversation about how she doesn't like to be the center of attention.
Oh.
I was like, we're at one of the restaurants, and she's like,
you came up Vegas even like just coming to Vegas is like clearly.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Oh, this was another thing that I wanted to talk about.
What?
There was so we took the bus to get around because it's like $8 for a 24-hour pass. Not bad. And the buses run 24 hours.
Okay. Wow, we could use that over here.
Yeah. But it's like there's the Deuce that goes up and down the strip.
Sure.
And then there was like the SDX, which was like the express bus.
Yeah.
And if you're ever there, take the express bus. Because it's like, in the 9 or the 99 here, it's basically the difference between that. It's like, do you want to stop every block and wait for 40 people to get on and off the bus, or do you want to stop every like 8 blocks and wait for 40 people to get on and off the bus? So it's definitely better that way. Nice. But we were on the first day that we were there, we didn't know that. We were like, we'll just get on the Deuce because it goes up the strip. Sure. And we're there, and we're like, this double-decker bus. Yeah. Kind of cool. Yeah. Never been on a double-decker bus before. Went up to the top, looked around. Yeah. But behind us, there's this, and it's, the Las Vegas Strip. Yeah. We're on a bus. Yeah. And you just got on with 20 other people. And it took a little while for you to get on the bus. Okay. Right? Yeah. We're up there, and we're waiting as people are getting on and off. And then the light has changed a little bit. It's been it started green, we pulled over, it's red, it's green, it's red again. Now we're pulling out, and it goes red, green, red. And the girl behind us another red light? What the hell? This is crazy. I feel like we've been stopped for longer than we've been moving. And I just want to be have you ever been on a bus? Yeah! That's how this works. And then eventually got to the point where we were just you want to just walk?
Walk,
So we got off, and it was basically like, as the time that we got to the next bus stop, the bus came up.
Yep.
And we're like, all right, now they all got to get on and off, and then they're gonna go, and then like by
funny.
the time we got to the next bus stop,
You beat them
They-
again.
yeah,
so
basically-
it's your walking pace.
basically, yeah,
Hilarious.
yeah. So we're like, might as well just fucking walk and not have to listen to these idiots.
Wait,
And people just stand in the staircase on the double decker
bus?
bus. So people are like trying to get.
I need to get out.
And he's
or I
like,
need to...
yeah. And it was one of those things where it was like a bunch of people got off, and the guy's like kind of standing there, and they're like, "Oh, excuse me," just like, you know, gotta get off.
Sure.
And I don't know what it was. I guess there was another guy down there because it's like he came up and was sat down for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody moves down, and then it kind of like jams up a little bit, and then we just hear one guy, "Get the fuck out of the way!" It's like a little curt, but you know, you gotta get. And then eventually, after that they all started moving a little faster. So I guess it fucking worked for him.
It worked.
But then that same guy who was standing in the thing got out of the seat and stood back in the staircase.
Got out of a seat?
Yeah. And it's like, oh, well, I have to sit next to somebody. Like,
Oh,
I would
maybe.
rather stand directly in the way.
Hey, that's weird.
So yeah, we're at it was this same stop that we decided. Carly and I decided like, oh, you want to just like walk
Yeah.
or whatever. So as we're like getting up, I was like, oh, sorry, man, just gotta like slip by here. Not sure why you chose this spot again, but you know, excuse
the
me.
fuck out of you.
I was like, dude, it's just like, man, just sit down. Just sit down. You're gonna be on this bus for half an hour. Yeah, I don't know. That was one thing that was the first day that I just noticed that. I was like, I gotta remember this one. I gotta remember this one.
This
Another
guy.
red light. It's like, yeah, the lights changed. This is a busy street.
It's a busy street. All right, I gotta call it. I gotta go to work.
Yeah, cool. I was actually just gonna ask you about that.
Fair enough. Follow us at the Parking Lot Pod on Instagram. Greg, anything to add?
Not really. I mean,
No.
we have a show this Friday, but this will probably won't be out for that.
Oh yeah.
Got some stuff that got canceled. So just follow me at Young Gregory, YUNGGREGORY on Instagram.
Peace, folks.